The atmosphere in the studio was charged from the moment Josh Holloway took his seat on Kelly Clarkson's show, with an undercurrent of tension palpable to both the live audience and viewers at home, as subtle cues, the raised voices, sharp glances, and curt gestures, foreshadowed the confrontation that would soon unfold. As the conversation progressed, what began as a routine discussion about Holloway's latest projects and personal insights quickly escalated into a heated exchange over a sensitive topic, with both Holloway and Clarkson expressing strong, conflicting opinions that neither was willing to temper, leading to an audible ripple of discomfort through the audience, who sensed the brewing conflict and exchanged whispers, while the production team scrambled to assess whether the segment could continue or needed to be cut short, highlighting the unpredictability inherent in live television and the delicate balancing act of managing high-profile personalities, audience expectations, and the inherent risks of unfiltered dialogue, as every word, tone, and pause became amplified under the scrutiny of millions of viewers who would later dissect the clip online, share opinions across social media platforms, and engage in spirited debates about who was at fault, the ethics of airing such confrontations, and the boundaries of respectful communication in entertainment settings, illustrating how a single volatile moment can dominate public conversation, influence professional reputations, and generate lasting cultural commentary that extends far beyond the immediate incident. As the argument intensified, Josh Holloway's body language became increasingly defensive and assertive, his hands gesturing emphatically while his voice rose in measured frustration, signaling that he had reached a point where compromise or backtracking was no longer an option, and Kelly Clarkson, equally resolute, mirrored that intensity, her expressions sharp, her responses quick and unwavering, demonstrating her refusal to yield or soften her stance despite the mounting tension, which created a dramatic standoff that gripped both the studio audience and the millions watching from home, each moment laden with anticipation as viewers wondered whether the clash would reach a resolution or escalate further. Production cues were given discreetly, cameras shifted to capture the most intense exchanges, and the editing team mentally prepared for the aftermath of a segment that could not be reshot, knowing that the footage would inevitably dominate news cycles, entertainment blogs, and social media feeds, as fans and critics dissected every syllable, facial expression, and gesture for signs of provocation, insult, or heroism, creating a ripple effect in public discourse where hashtags trended, memes proliferated, and opinion pieces flourished, highlighting how live confrontations between celebrities are amplified in the digital age, where a single unresolved moment can influence public perception, redefine professional dynamics, and underscore the precarious balance of authenticity, civility, and entertainment value in televised interviews. Ultimately, the tension reached a boiling point when Josh Holloway, visibly frustrated and unwilling to continue the escalating verbal exchange, abruptly stood up, his chair scraping against the studio floor, and walked toward the exit, the audience gasping and murmuring in astonishment as cameras scrambled to follow his movements. Kelly Clarkson, maintaining her composure but clearly taken aback, called out in a firm yet controlled tone, attempting to salvage the conversation or at least elicit a parting statement, but Holloway's stride remained steady and resolute, signaling his decision to disengage entirely from the confrontation. Leaving behind a charged silence punctuated only by the studio crew hastily adjusting lighting and camera angles to fill the unexpected void, while producers quickly coordinated with floor managers to manage audience reactions, ensuring that the live broadcast remained coherent and that commercial breaks were timed to mitigate any awkward dead air. The segment, though brief, immediately began circulating online, clips edited and shared across social media platforms, news outlets, and fan forums, generating intense debate over who bore responsibility for the clash, the ethics of live broadcasting confrontations, and the delicate line between compelling television and personal conflict, all while reinforcing the precarious dynamics of celebrity interactions on live television, where a single moment of tension can dominate headlines, dominate public conversation, and leave lasting impressions on both participants' reputations and viewers' perceptions. Following the shocking exit of Josh Holloway, the studio atmosphere remained thick with tension as Kelly Clarkson attempted to steer the conversation back on track, her voice measured but tinged with frustration, addressing the audience directly and acknowledging the unpredictability of live television while subtly highlighting the importance of respect and decorum in such high-profile settings. Meanwhile, the production team worked behind the scenes to recalibrate the segment, cueing alternative content, adjusting camera angles to fill the sudden void, and ensuring that graphics and lower thirds kept viewers engaged while the unexpected drama unfolded, all under the pressure of maintaining a seamless broadcast that would satisfy both live and remote audiences. Social media, as anticipated, exploded almost instantaneously, with clips of Holloway's walkout going viral, viewers dissecting body language, tone, and potential triggers, while commentators speculated on the broader implications for both Holloway and Clarkson, weighing whether this would impact future appearances, endorsements, or fan perceptions, and sparking a dialogue about the authenticity of celebrity interviews versus the performative nature of staged interactions. Simultaneously, network executives convened quickly to assess the segment's fallout, strategizing public statements, damage control, and ways to capitalize on the buzz without compromising the integrity of the show, demonstrating the delicate balance between controversy-driven ratings and maintaining professional standards, all while ensuring that the live audience felt heard, the guest's exit was respected, and the broadcast could continue without further incident, highlighting the complex choreography behind the seemingly spontaneous chaos of live television. In the aftermath of Josh Holloway's abrupt departure, media outlets and entertainment blogs rapidly picked up the story, framing it as both a shocking moment of unfiltered emotion and a cautionary tale about the pressures of live TV, with journalists analyzing the exchange word by word, speculating on possible disagreements behind the scenes, and highlighting any subtle cues from the conversation that might have precipitated the walkout. Fan forums and comment sections erupted with debates, dividing audiences between those who sympathized with Holloway's apparent frustration and those who criticized the public display as unprofessional, fueling a cycle of discussion that extended across multiple social media platforms, trending hashtags, and even late-night talk show monologues, all of which further amplified the incident and cemented it as a talking point beyond the day of the broadcast. Meanwhile, Kelly Clarkson's team took a carefully measured approach, issuing statements that underscored the importance of respectful dialogue while subtly defending the host's professionalism, showcasing the careful PR maneuvering required to navigate the complex landscape of celebrity conflict, public perception, and live television dynamics. The network, recognizing both the risks and the engagement opportunities presented by the incident, began internally reviewing protocols for guest management, on-set communication, and contingency planning for unexpected confrontations, emphasizing the need to protect the live broadcast's integrity while also acknowledging that moments of genuine human reaction can create viral, memorable television. Simultaneously, entertainment analysts speculated on how this moment might affect Holloway's personal brand, future guest appearances, and relationship with fans, pointing to the nuanced ways in which a single live incident can ripple through both the celebrity ecosystem and the audience's collective consciousness, illustrating the unpredictable interplay between performance, authenticity, and public reception in modern media culture.